Look who it is. Look what the cat dragged in. If it isn't my loyal viewer, singular. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty homestucky. Today we're gonna hit you with the bird fact. Today's bird fact is to sometimes do your best to, think ahead, be realistic about what you're promising, or tell people, you know, if something comes up. But also just remember that, like, you're not always going to perfectly estimate your abilities every time. And it's okay to tell people, like, hey, I'm so sorry. This is my bad. It's on me. I've mis I've miscalculated and I can't do that thing that I said I was going to do. I'm sorry. Can we figure something else out? You know, it's okay to swallow that. And it's okay to do that just because you don't want to do something. Obviously, like, be cool, like, be realistic. Don't be unreasonable. Be considerate. But you don't have to sacrifice everything all the time. Sometimes people will be more understanding than you think. And if you're just like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I thought I would be able to do this, but I can't do this. Can we do this thing instead?" And that's my bird fact for today. Um, last up. It feels like it's been longer than a week, even though I know that it hasn't. Um, we were mostly talking, seeing John do ectobiology stuff. We found out how all of the kids were born. Isn't that wonderful? And seeing Carcat get really pissed about it. So let's just get into the action. AR, shred. You are ripping up so many hellacious shreds in this fierce, shitty biz nasty is getting so deliriously rude brazen it. Okay, you lost the handle on that sentence. Oh my god, is that what you think it is? Look, this is AR. He's blasting around on Bro's jetboard. This thing is so completely illegal. How could this atrocity be floating out here unnoticed all this time? You are going to throw whoever is responsible into the slammer. You always call the jail the slammer when you are extra angry at crimes. That's good. Also, these are the frog ruins which are in Jade's house, or by Jade's house. AR, go in. There's a large elevator platform ahead. AR, go down. Below, there is a dark, cavernous room. Near the platform is a time capsule. It has deployed a seed and waits for something to be deposited and for the clock to be set. It is all harmless enough, still no sign of any perpetrators. Which this is the seed which Jade obviously got Dave's copy of the game. AR, search premises. Deeper into the darkness of the room, there is some complicated lab equipment. Again, nothing particularly unusual for this jurisdiction, except for there's a very oily hat. Suspect. AR, examine equipment. Oh, that hat, I guess, is just a part of the monitor. It's kind of hard to tell the layers here. So, April 21st, 1910. Got a bunch of globes here. And look, it looks like Nana as a baby. There's a large monitor. Displayed on it is a small human girl in a fancy house. The date is April 21st, 1910. 8 days prior, the orphan girl was taken in by an aristocratic southern colonel and legendary humorist. He recovered the young lady from a crater where a bakery once stood, operated by the man's wife, a notable baked goods baroness. Whoa, the Colonel Sassacre was married to Betty Crocker? There's an explosion in the Colonel's backyard. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. He runs back to check it out. The Colonel and his new granddaughter investigate. new granddaughter. He just walks into the room and is like, "Oh, yeah, I guess you're my kid now." The orphan girl was taken in by. Oh no. 8 days. 8 days ago. Okay, so we're looking at this on the 21st. Nana was born, I guess, 8 days before that. The colonel and his new granddaughter investigate. The impact site is where a doghouse stood moments ago. It was the magnificent abode of the man's beloved pet, Hallie. He takes a belt from the old julep flask. He'd sooner perish himself than lose that dear animal. Oh, that's sad. People would think reports of the man's death were greatly exaggerated, but they weren't. Bang! He just got shot. This is exactly why babies should not be allowed to dual-wield flintlock pistols. An old colonel lost, but a new brother gained. So I guess Nana and who the guy who grows up to be Jade's grandpa exist. Aha! There's Hallie. The youngsters adore their new guardian. Good dog. Best friend. The young boy has difficulty pronouncing the name, though. Sounds more like Harley when he says it. That's how they got the last name, I guess. Jade Harley comes from mispronouncing the dog of Colonel Sassacre, who was, for a brief 8-day time period, Nana's adoptive father. Fast forward. 13 years later, the boy develops a taste for adventure. He and his guardian bid farewell. His sister is sad. She will be left all alone with the wicked pastry baroness. She can handle it, he tells her. He believes in her. So there's young Nana as a teen, as old as the kids are. And look, this is young Grandpa Harley running away on a dog that looks kind of like Becquerel, but not. He's just like happy and normal. And Becquerel, I guess that's just how they make dogs look. I don't think that this dog is. It might be related because we can tell there are certain things that were cloned from other things in Esburb, and like this target appears like this dog is being targeted by whatever this machine is. AR. This all seems pointless to you, but we don't have any confirmation that this dog is related to Becquerel at all, and we do know that Becquerel landed in a meteor on Earth and has powers, so it may or may not be related. This all seems pointless to you and immaterial to the crime that has been committed, though you do find it odd that the purifier target has been fixed over that especially stupid-looking animal. You hear the elevator platform. Someone is coming. All right, I'm gonna say that it is definitively related to Beck. It is a high-ranking agent from your kingdom. Look, it's Diamond's Droog, who just stole the copy of the game and also Rose's journals from Dave's planet. I wonder how he's getting around. Could he be the man behind this crime? Could his intent be mutinous? You know the agent to be far too dangerous to take into custody. You hide behind some equipment and observe. He appears to be holding some notebooks, also what appears to be a pair of juice-stained envelopes. Only one of the books is useful to him. The envelopes are useless. He couldn't make it through more than a paragraph of the other books. Some weird thing about wizards. He discards them. The spare notebook lands on the floor. The envelopes land in the seed. And so that's how Dave's copy gets to Jade all those years from now. The time capsule stores the seed and on account of some default settings is programmed to bloom several hundred million years from now. But that's because this time capsule gets sent back to pre-evolution Earth. And then goes all the way forward to deliver the game to Jade. The capsule then readies a new seed. So I guess it can store multiple things. The agent approaches another device near the large monitor. John, get trolled by CG in a sane and linear manner. Alright, so he's gonna... Diamond's Droog looks like he's doing something with the purifier and the Hallie dog. John, get trolled by CG in a sane and linear manner. Alright, here's Carcat back talking to John. Okay, I got back to you. Are you happy? Sure, I guess. You don't even know it yet, but you were about to start passing out bunnies like they're cheap cigars. It's going to be an embarrassing display. What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly, numbskull. Let's just have our chat, then it can naturally occur to you to be an idiot in the due course of time. Okay. I was sort of mulling it over while looking at all these babies with guns and sitting on ponies and things, and how the reckoning takes them back, and how you said our reckoning starts sooner. Yeah. Are you sure it has to start so soon? Can't we delay it? Ha ha ha. It starts in a few minutes, stupid. See that countdown clock over there? You aren't delaying anything. Oh. Dang. I guess I better get off this meteor then. Well, I mean, it doesn't happen all at once. First, some smaller meteors go, then bigger ones, spread out over like 24 hours or so. It's supposed to be like go time, when it starts. Like it's time to hurry up and stop fucking around and kill the boss. Get it? The rock you're on doesn't blast off right away. Too bad, because it would have spared you from making a fool of yourself in a couple minutes, and more importantly, spared me from having to watch. Okay, well, you keep saying how doomed we are, and how all this bad stuff happens sooner, but you never say why. What happens in our game that's different from yours that makes things go so badly? What happens in our game that's different from yours that makes things go so badly? Jack Noir. Who is Jack Noir? An agent of Durst, who flipped out and rose to power. He killed your Black Queen and King, and now he's in charge, which we already saw. So, you didn't have him in your game? No, we did. But he was harmless. Actually, he was an ally, sort of. He settled a grudge against the Queen by helping us dethrone and exile her. And then he wound up exiled himself, and sort of kept helping us through a command terminal on our old planet. That was Spade Slick. But kind of a huge asshole, though. But because he took the Queen out of the picture when we got to Skya, we only had one monarch to deal with instead of two. Of course, it was a nasty, giant, 12 times prototyped Black King that took forever to kill, just barely in time before the biggest meteors came. But still. I see. So after he got exiled and all that, he came here into our game and caused all this trouble? No, God. Egbert, you are thicker than that hideous joke book you waddle around with. Try to think more abstractly. Think about video games. What's an Earth game that you like to play? Name one. Crash Bandicoot? Okay, I don't know what that is, but I have a feeling it's a really lame example. But that's fine. It's not the point. So let's say you play your Bandicoot and I play my Bandicoot. They are essentially the same Bandicoot, same appearance and design and behaviors. But they are still completely separate Bandicoots on separate screens. So we both have our own ass Bandicoots to ourselves, the same but different. Our Jacks are the same but different too. Same guy, different circumstances and outcomes. Our Jack trumped the Queen, but got no further. Your Jack got the best of them both, and is now something higher than a king or a queen. Like an ace? Sure, okay. Okay, I think I get it. But Spades Slick, the ace. Oh, ace of spades. Okay, I think I get it. But how did he do that? What was different about what we did versus what you did? Frankly, I have no idea what the original thing that tipped the scale was. It is under investigation. But it doesn't really matter. The worst is yet to come, for you. Oh no! What is the worst thing? Already told you. Damn it! Oh, hey. Sorry, hold on. This little lady is bugging me about something. Yeah, you might as well get it over with and give her the lousy rabbit already. Oh! Oh man, I just had the best idea. This is so perfect. A blonde mother and daughter together? This is totally perfect. Perfect for what? Flexing your formidable mental handicap like a fucking heavyweight for the next several minutes? Oh, unfortunately, that's ableist but funny. Oh, wait, let me check. The answer is yes. It is like that scene in Con Air. I will give her the bunny like I am Nick Cage, fresh out of the slammer. Fuck! I wish I had a filthy wife beater on. Oh well. Just, ugh. John, reunite with your loving wife and daughter. Oh yeah. Here it is.
How do I get through one night without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? Oh, and I need you in my arms, need you to hold. You're my world, my heart, my soul. If you ever leave, baby, that would take away everything good in my life. Without you, there'd be no sun in my sky. There'd be no love in my life. There'd be no world left for me. Oh, and baby, I don't know what I would do. I'd be lost if I lost you. If you ever leave, baby, that would take away everything that's real in my life. And tell me now, how do I live without you? I wanna know, how do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how will I ever survive? Nick Smalley on guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, play that shit. I hear you. I hear you in here, in my heart. So good on my eardrums. Yeah. You got that Telecaster twang, twanging into my soul. All right, now let's bring it back here now. I need some little soul. Casey, take us there. Bring it back.
And that is why Homestuck is one of the greatest pieces of media of all time. Hope you enjoyed that, because I know I did. That was a bop. End of Act 4. Were you expecting something dramatic and climactic like the other ends of the acts? That's too damn bad. This is what you get. Psych! It'll be a few more pages. Homestuck is fucking with us, okay? It doesn't even give a shit. What are you expecting? It's not that. Dave, get trolled by GC. We're still in Act 4. Surprise! Oh, and this is actually really fucked up and sad. Dave is looking at the blood on his hands. It's his own blood from when he just dumped his own body out the window. Show Pesterlog. It's Gallows Calibrator. Dave, what's it smell like? What? Your blood. Fuck off. Dave, give it a little taste for me. Tell me what human blood tastes like. I've been so curious. You're the annoying blonde one, aren't you? Yeah. Dave told me about you. God, too many Daves. It's like this big asshole and cool guy party, but someone forgot to invite all the cool guys. Winky smiley face. Man, I'm telling you, burns like that are unreal. Where do you even get a burn that's that sick? I bet you can't wait to be a useless piece of shit all day and fall down all these burns. No, you messed that up. Dave, is this you? My first Sony. Unfortunately, my wife would love to be dressed like this. This is hilarious. Also, the image already has sunglasses. Why are you trying to draw more sunglasses on? Did you try to draw shades on his face and miss? What's even the point? He's already wearing shades. Ha 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 ha. It's so perfect. That is so you. This is moronic. Dave, tell me what your blood smells like, or I'll make another one. And I know these hurt your feelings. Smiley face. I don't know what it smells like or tastes like, but I sure as hell know what it looks like. Like a fucking symphony on my retinas. Shit is beautiful, like a little vermilion picnic on my hands. Every day I open my eyes, I find poetry in even the simplest things. Just one of those little joys in life you take for granted, you know? This miraculous gift of vision. Just stunting on being able to have eyes. I wonder if any blind people ever read Homestuck and got offended by this part. I don't know. Dave, check it out. I figured it out. This has got to be you. Mega Drive, Kid Chameleon. I hate to say it, but Kid Strider, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Gallus Calibrators onto something. Ah ha 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 ha. Hee ha 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 ha. I could give myself a hernia trying to be as big of a douche as that guy. I could try, but it would wind up like a motorcycle stunt, gone horribly wrong. My broken body would flop and tumble around like a rag doll. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh God, I can't breathe. And yet, as much as that guy's the tooliest dude I could ever hope to meet, he and I would still get along famously. 'Cause we can both see. Hee ah ha ha ha. Just him and me, having a sea party. Like a couple of eagle-eyed bros peeping shit up into the wee hours. Dave, can I come to your sea party? I guess, but you'll have to be careful not to stumble around bumping into all the gorgeous masterpieces hanging around everywhere. God, so beautiful to look at with my perfect eyesight. Can I lick the paintings? Yeah, that's fine. He's just really glossing over. This is such a great panel. Get trolled by Adios Toreador. Jade, hi. Is your robot nearby? Where you can type because you are asleep? Oh, yes, it appears so. Oh, okay. In that case, are you having a pleasant nap? I guess. I've been pretty busy here. I've had to stay asleep for a long time because John is supposed to wake up soon, but he just won't wake up. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be the one to wake him, but I don't know what to do. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was looking into the future to see if I could see him be awake in the future, but I can't see in his dreams or anything. Oh. Well, thanks for trying anyway. But you will wake up soon, it looks like, so maybe this means you have success. I hope so. What am I doing when I wake up? Oh, goodness. There's so much going on, and there is a lot of trouble that you are in. Oh, no! But what it comes down to is that you don't have much time anyway. This is your last day before you make the rift, and then I can't see what happens after that anymore, which is okay with me because, to be honest, seeing your whole big confusing future and past is kind of overwhelming. Yes, I know what you mean. It's so complicated, and I don't even know what I should be accomplishing. I think using these gadgets and things and my timeline advantages to play pranks on you. That sounds like it would be fun. But you guys never even played pranks on me. You were always just kind of mean. Sorry, sad face. I think the idiotic thing about Trollian is if you use it to troll people, I think you are just as likely to get trolled yourself. Maybe even more badly, which I think is what is going on here, just between you and me. Well, I know I haven't trolled you guys. Or not yet. No, but you sort of are. My friend is going crazy. He wants to talk to you. He left you a message a long time ago on your timeline to talk to him when your robot blows up. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Does it really blow up or was that another trick? Uh, I don't know. I can't see it blow up in your future, not on screen. I mean, there are lots of explosions all the time, anyway. Too many explosions. You could ask me in the future. Okay, I will ask. Okay, you said yes, it did blow up, and you talked to him, and then you said he was actually pretty nice guy, which I thought was weird. Is he not a nice guy? Not really. Well, maybe he's just been through some tough times. Maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt? For whatever it's worth, I think you're a pretty nice guy too. Okay, thank you. Also, you seem to be the only one who ever thinks to talk to me while I'm asleep. Why is that? Oh, I guess that it makes sense because you have a robot to let you say things that happen on Prospit. And I'm curious, because the only time I ever had fun playing this game was when I was asleep. But now all our dream selves are dead. Sad face. Oh no! Dream selves can die? Yeah, I never knew that, or even thought about it. I guess it makes sense though. Yeah. So enjoy your nap while it lasts. Bye. Aw, there's Adios Toreador, enjoying his little dream self on Prospit. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is foreshadowing. Rose, get trolled by GA. Here's Rose fucking shit up with magic. Hello again. Are we friends yet at this point in time? I would speculate that if we are not by now, then it is probably not to be. Pardon? Furthermore, which Rose have you chosen to be this time? The stupid Rose or the smart Rose? I'm a little busy. It sounds like you are attempting to be the smart Rose this time. Please take note of the subtle scorn underlying the selection of the word attempting. Smart Rose should get a kick out of that. Smart Rose is all about subtle scorn, isn't she? That sounds about right. Whereas Dumb Rose doesn't capitalize letters, even when discussing the proper names of human monsters in Earth cinema. I think you should establish a greater commitment to a single role-playing scenario. Honestly, I was looking forward to playing along and reading your Dumb Rose script for our next conversation, but it turned out there was a perfectly logical explanation for it all. Imagine my disappointment, while I imagine yours once you finally catch on. I suddenly don't understand anything. What are you talking about? I'd love to explain in detail and cause some sort of time paradox, but you see, and this revelation may be as startling as any, I'm a little busy. I believe I understand. It was I who did something to provoke your scorn in a previous conversation, one which I have not had yet. Yes, that is definitely a conclusion you have just now drawn. The only thing left to do is ride out the next several conversations while you maintain that understanding, and while I maintain the chilly facade you have grown to so enjoy from Smart Rose, which shouldn't be too difficult because, have I mentioned, I'm busy. Goodbye. Fine. Man, I forgot how much of this goddamn uh series is just fucking trolls talking to the kids. The kids don't even talk to each other that much. And here is Dave kicking ass with his cool sword. Did he? Oh, he froze somebody with his new AC sword. His Snoop Dogg AC sword, and then cut somebody in half with it. And Imp. They're just both kicking ass with all their sweet new gear. Okay. Here's a Gallus Calibrator pestering Dave again. Dave, I finally got it. Oh, hell. I finally figured it out, once and for all. This is you. It's Back to the Future, the pinball. And it's Marty McFly and Doc Brown, but Doc Brown is bro. And for some reason, she's just a little bit off everything she's drawing. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay, that's pretty amazing. Ah ha ha ha. Oh god, it is just so perfect. Just a cool dude and his bro right there, adventuring through time and playing pinball. In bro heaven together. Tell me, isn't that so fucking perfect? Hey, speaking of which, where is my bro anyway? I haven't seen him at all since I got here. Dave Spratt doesn't know. You can see everything that goes on, right? Or like smell it or whatever. How does that even work? How do you use a computer and know what's going on? It doesn't make any sense. My face doesn't make sense. Dave, your face doesn't make... Damn it. Ha 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 ha. But actually, your face does make sense to my nose. And my tongue. Your face doesn't make sense. I don't know what... So, there's a joke here that Dave is playing on Gallus Calibrator that I am not understanding. Gallus Calibrator. But actually, your face does make sense to my nose and my tongue. Ew. I'm sorry, Dave, that you will never experience the sensory bouquet that I enjoy every day, that I ensconce myself in like a warm and comfy bathrobe made of flavor and melody. Oh, okay. So the dumbest and most far-fetched explanation imaginable. Okay, got it. Anyway, I don't know where your bro is. As far as I can tell, you never see him again between now and the rift. Too bad he won't be around to bail you out again, like he did when you entered. Man, don't remind me about that. So embarrassing. It's okay, I know I won't tell John about it. I know that's what you're worried about. Okay, cool. But look, you don't need to be upset about not having your bro to lean on anymore. Who's upset? About time the dude gave me a little space. Blah, okay, whatever you say, but that's not the point. The point is, I will help you instead, Dave. Is that cool? Smiley face. I guess. I know everything that's going to happen to you. I can tell you before it happens, so you can be ready and not have to go back in time and get killed all the time and stand on a toilet looking at your own blood for 10 minutes. Oh, poor Dave. All right, so what's next? First, you go through the gate, and when you go through, you will go to another place in your wild cherry lava land, and you will quickly meet some friendly crocodiles. They will try to eat you, but that is just their way of being friendly. You shouldn't be scared. Why would I be scared? Dave, please. You are crying like a little boy. It is happening right here in front of my nose. Your tears taste delicious. Kind of like something you wouldn't know about. A troll delicacy called cotton candy. We have cotton candy, dump ass. Oh, surprised face. Flash. S. Descend. Buckle your seatbelts. This one's good. Here we are. Oh, look. Jade's flying around. Uh-oh! This Flash animation came out on day 413. That's the magic number, April 13th, Homestuck Day. They did it again. Here's all the credits for the art and sound. People started contributing art. After the first year of Homestuck, starting with this page, MSPA began including contributions from other artists into the animations. The artists were credited here. Bump it down the line. It doesn't stop getting more long ways. Bump, 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 bump. Alright, so this Flash animation goes hard as fuck, and I'll just briefly describe what happened in case you're confused. And if you don't know, like, if you're not confused, just skip ahead. So, big things. Dave entered the medium. When he was entering the medium, he fell. He didn't get to the egg. And so his bro cut the meteor that was going to land on top of his house in half, buying him just a second more time so that he could get into the meteor sooner. That kind of matters. It's just what Terezi was mentioning, but it's also mostly just like a cool thing and showcases how strong Bro is. Jump forward to what is actually going on in the present. John escaped from the facility, which is important because the reckoning started because Jack down on Skya was given the staff that was taken from the Black King, and using both the ring that he got from the Queen and the staff from the King started the reckoning and used the power of the red miles. That's what they're called, but they didn't mention them yet, and I don't think it's a spoiler. So, but that red squiggly line power that started destroying the planet and killing all those like creatures, and Then Jack, so he started the reckoning. All the asteroids started flying at Skya. We already know what's going on there. All the babies got teleported into their different stations. All the meteors go and fly to put the kids and the Guardians in their various points in time and on the Earth, so that they all arrive when they should, as we had already seen last episode with John, looking back on when all the kids were born, quote unquote. In the meantime, Jack Noir frickin' cuts the chain on the moon of Prospit and hurtles the moon of Prospit into Skya. Jade's dream self sacrifices herself to try to save Dream John. Dream John wakes up. Dream Jade gets crushed under a giant moon of Prospit, and Prospit is just totally shattered. They're totally fucked. And that moon then blows up, and that Dream Jade dying, because that's what happened just now, in case you didn't catch that. Dream Jade died. That caused Jade's robot to blow up, which threw Jade off of out into like falling down, and that's what Beck was watching. So it's probably safe to assume that Beck can watch that, but that's exactly what Adios Toreador and Carcat were trying to warn Jade about by being like, your bot's gonna blow up and it's gonna be bad, like you should talk to us. But Jade never did. And Adios Toreador kind of had a chance to warn her, but not really. I guess just like didn't take it. Anyways, so Jack Noir is popping off. We saw Jack Noir absolutely slaughter the resistance that Wayward Vagabond had set up, WV, leaving Wayward Vagabond alive as kind of like penance for trying to throw a rebellion. And also, Wayward Vagabond has to be alive because he ends up becoming an exile, which we already saw. So that's why specifically Wayward Vagabond hates kings so much and has such bad memories, and is like would prefer like a democratic institution, because he started a rebellion trying to overthrow the monarchy, and instead got everybody slaughtered by Jack Noir. And so then we saw Jack Noir squared off against Bro, which is interesting because Bro low-key holds his own, which is crazy. And but Bro flees, but not before throwing his sword into a giant, seemingly record player, which we've heard reference from the trolls to something called the Rift, which may or may not be related to that. And then we also see John's dad and Rose's mom. They're on a ship with Jade's grandpa, all flying towards Skya, which is where the battlefield is, which is also now where Dream John is. And then for the rest of the kids, Jade is falling. Dream John just woke up. Dave ascended on his Unreal skateboard, Unreal Air, to the next portal, to the gate, just like Gallows Calibrator said he would. And then Rose, instead of ascending through the first gate, blew up her gate using magic. She's going a little AWOL. And I think that was all the important beats of that Flash. It's a great Flash. Love that music. Oh, also the Squiddles. We saw the Squiddles. Gotta love the Squiddles. Extremely important. Oh, and yeah, I can't believe I doubted for a second that dog, Hallie, was related to Beck. That was another thing that we saw, which is that Diamond's Droog used the genetic code that was spoken to Rose that she scrawled in her room, and used that genetic code and combined it with Holly the dog to create Becquerel, who then got popped on a meteor and sent back to where he is today and became Jade's guardian. Which makes sense because he's prototyped with the DNA of the dog that raised Jade's grandpa, and so he has an affinity for the Harley family, so to speak. All right. The end of Act 4. Oh, shit. That was actually, I shouldn't have skipped that. My bad. Game facts. Rose. Egress. This is my final entry. My co-players and I have made every earnest attempt, with occasional relapse, to play this game the right way. I have been meticulous in documenting the process to help our peers and successors through the trials should we fail. In my hubris, I believed these classes were relegated to the earthbound, but in even this quaint supposition I was in error. Our otherworldly antagonists have assured us of our inevitable failure repeatedly, while the gods whisper corroboration in my sleep. I believe them now. I just blew up my first gate. I'm not sure why I did it, really. I'm not playing by the rules anymore. I will fly around this candy-coated rock and comb the white sand until I find answers. No one can tell me our fate can't be repaired. We've come too far. I jumped out of the way of a burning fucking tree, for God's sake. I have used a spell to rip this walkthrough from Earth's decaying network and sealed it in one of the servers floating in the furthest ring. The gods may disperse the signal throughout the cosmos as they wish. Perhaps it will be of use to past or future species, who, like us, have been ensnared by Skya's malevolent tendrils. In case it wasn't clear, magic is real. Pardon my egress. You're on your own now. And then she carves into... I thought, this is so cool. She carves into the fucking internet itself. RL, Rose Lalonde. And then seals it away in a server in the furthest ring. Where you recognize all these shapes? These shapes were in her book from the Act 2. Isn't that crazy? Hours in the future. So this is just hours after the reckoning started. And we see a blanket. Does that blanket look a little familiar? It was the blanket that was falling down with Dream John. The war-weary calls another broken planet home. Another cloth his garb. Land and rags fit for the wayward. A villain becomes a vagabond. So after his trauma, he wraps himself up in that blanket, which was John's blanket in his dream bedroom on Prospect, and then he starts wandering, presumably planet Earth. The recent past is recalled. Oh, poor guy. An accursed mascot is located among fallen brethren, its visage reviled. And he tears it up in half. A rag of souls drifts from the heavens, its owner a mystery. It's John. Aww. And there's John. He's sad. A boy finds a dead friend. Her ring recovered. Oh my god, when did Jade get that ring? Jade got that ring from Parcel Mistress? PM? Who got it from the king? I don't even really remember that. The rings, I start to lose track of the rings. I'm sorry. It's not that important. But this is a really sad moment. It's the first time he ever sees Jade. A dead fucking body in Dream Zone. Well, he can see the future clouds now. The boy sees himself in a cloud. His destination revealed. Hours in the future. A mistress becomes a mendicant. Parcel mistress changes clothes and wraps herself in the banner of old. The recent past is recalled. Oh shit. It's PM fucking killing Hart's boxcar. This version of Hart's boxcar. A communication device is borrowed. A rendezvous arranged. Oh look, Part PM has the two crowns. The Slayer is summoned. The collateral presented. Snap. The droll is beckoned. The bargain honored. The boy finds the castle. His courier's path crossed. PM is pissed. Boof! PM delivers the mail. The mail is delivered. An obligation satisfied. The package is opened. Letters read. John! John! From what I hear tell, you've been through a bit of an adventure by the time you're reading this. That's so great. I love adventure, and I would bet my bottom booned up boon buck you do too. I think we are birds of a feather, John. I'm pretty eager to meet you. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that we were going to meet someday. I hear you like movies, is that right, John? I love movies too. Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's? So friggin' hilarious. It's hard to talk to Jade about movies, because she doesn't really know about movies, but I'm sure you know that. Boring. Haha, just kidding, Jade. You know I love you, and I think you're a blast. Okay, speaking of Jade, we spent quite a long time working on this present for you. It was a big team effort. Okay, I had to do quite a lot of arm twisting to get her to go along with helping me to make such an oddball present for you, and so well in advance. But I had my arm sort of twisted myself to get this going in the first place. But then she came around to the idea because she can see the future. Pretty amazing if you ask me. It'll all be clear later. Gadzooks, with all this arm twisting, I've been getting a good workout. We should wrestle when we meet, John. I love to wrestle, but I don't get a chance to wrestle with anyone that much. Do you like to get into fisticuffs, John? Scrums and whatnot? Me too. Anyways, you should listen to Jade from here on out. John, because she sure seems to know what's best for you. Whatever your adventure throws at you, I'm sure she'll tell you you can handle it. She believes in you. There's another page to this letter. This handwriting and this color are not Jade's. And I forgot about this, so I didn't do the correct voice. I should have done a new character voice. And I'm not going to tell you any more about that because it would be a spoiler. But just think about, who do we know that loves adventure and says things like gadzooks and likes to wrestle and get into fisticuffs? Oh, kicking Christ in a dirty diaper, I almost forgot to mention what's in this box. Sorry this shit's so small. I mean, obviously it's small. Contents: Royal Derringer, Quills of Echidna, and then some other stuff. But there's another letter from a different author. Dear John. Now this is Jade's handwriting. Dear John, happy birthday! Even though it's super late and you probably went through a lot of trouble to get it, I really hope this present cheers you up. You looked so sad while you were reading my letter. Which is to say, the one you were reading now. I can explain. You see, when I go to sleep in my dreams, I wake up on the moon of a planet called Prospit. By now, you must know about this place. I have lived there in my dreams most of my life, and I've made so many friends there over the years. And you were there too, but you were asleep. The fact that you are awake now, I think, means all my friends are in trouble. You are awake because it is your job to help them. We will both help them. But, I know these things because while I was on the moon, whenever it passed through Skya, I could see lots of things in the clouds. The past, the future, stuff about our friends, and stuff about you. And now that you were awake, and apparently at the center of Skya? Wow! You should be able to see stuff in the clouds too. Maybe you already have. About this present, my pen pal helped me work on it. He included a letter too. He's really funny and silly. I like him a lot, and I think you would too. It took a long time between the two of us. And sure, the present looks like a fun and completely ridiculous thing to get. But it's also really important. You're getting it exactly when you need it most. Maybe that's hard to believe, but it's true. I saw it happen already. I don't see everything, John, and I definitely don't know everything that's going to happen. But when I do know something, I always try to do my best to help people in the future. When I'm supposed to, that is. You'll get the hang of it. John, I am really looking forward to seeing you when you wake up. It's been nice playing with my Prospitten friends and all, but also kind of lonely knowing you were in the other tower, sleeping and having lousy dreams. Sad face. I'm not sure where I am when you are reading this, but I'm sure I'll make it down to there where you are soon. Geez, how did you get all the way down there? Oh well, I'll find out. I can't wait to fly around the moon with you and show you all my favorite places. It'll be so much fun. Heart, Jade. Oh, and so John's sad because Dream Jade is fucking dead. Uh-oh. Jack Noir. A boy's grief is interrupted. His ring sought. Ba-bum-bow. The toy has taken a new master. The tactician, a misstep. Check. Hours in the future. Oh, I thought it was going to say checkmate. It just says check. So the gift, the gift that Jade got John is the same bunny that Dave got John, the same bunny that Rose got John, and then that bunny went to Jade to then become a robot bunny, which is wielding some legendary ass weapons to fuck around with and fight Jack Noir. Hours in the future. Oh, here's AR. A regulator becomes a renegade. The recent past is recalled. A temple is fled and soon revisited. A nearby laboratory is also revisited. Its satellites dispatched. Oh, he found John. But John's asleep. He never made it out of the facility. And it's because he woke up his dream self version. A sleeping boy is found. Rumbling. Ominous. Uh-oh. John's gonna go back into the past because this asteroid's flying. The lab is in flight. Its exits inoperative. Another public servant makes a sacrifice. A citizen's safety secured. So AR saves John's life by taking him to Bro's thing, which is one of the reasons why AR gets exiled on Earth. A tyrant is retreating. A battleship landing. Jack Noir flees from the bunny. Because otherwise John would have fucking died. Oh, and look who it is. It's Jade's grandpa picking up his dead granddaughter. He hops up on the battleship, flies away, and drops off Rose's mom and John's dad. Oh, and then he stuffs Jade Hardley. Because that's how things go. A grandfather mourns. A family tradition honored. How did he do that so fast? It doesn't make sense. And it is a little creepy. Alright, well there's the prospect. It's all fucked up and broken. A queen mourns. A kingdom bid farewell. And the queen flees and lands on Earth by going through the portals. Her journey through the windswept must be walked alone. Her entourage bid farewell. A queen becomes a questant. And then years. And then she finds an egg facility. And she solves a puzzle. A key is employed. The spirograph key. I don't remember where or when she got it, but she uses it to repair the egg, which is kind of the opposite of what happens of the egg hatching in order to get Dave in. And now here we are back with the Queen and Wayward Vagabond and AR Renegade, Aimless Renegade, and PM. And he slips out from under his ruler and his trusty knife, the ring. The Firefly is shocked. And John sees all this happen in the future. And so he knows to give the ring to Wayward Vagabond, wherever he is. And we finally see what's in the gift. The gift also has all these other weapons. The bunny, I guess, takes preference to the half sword, which is sick as fuck. There's another cloud. And on this cloud, and inside, a dark laboratory, unused for years. And inside, a fourth wall, pilfered from a bureaucrat's office and absconded with years ago. It isn't turned on, but if it was, this is almost certainly what we would see. Tap, 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 tap. Here's a recap. I guess I'll do another episode just reading the recap just by itself, which I almost don't want to do, but if you really insist, I'll do it. If you really insist, I'll do it. But there is Andrew Hussey tapping away. And then for now, we're just going to skip on ahead. I guess this was all the intermission between Act 4 and Act 5. And we are going to pick up on Act 5 when we come back. We just got to the start of Homestuck. This is what made Homestuck Homestuck. 2 years in, almost. No, it's a little over a year and a couple months since it started. And you're going to find out where this planet is, what's going on in Act 5. And this is also where the structure starts going a little nuts. But we will do this recap next time. Oh, geez Louise. Well, this was a pretty good episode. We finally made it out of Act 4. This is like officially the start. I would say, oh, and look at that. We're at 1,989 pages, almost page 2,000. About 25% of the way through. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? 25% of the way through. Homestuck is just getting started. And it's been 20 weeks for us. 20 of my Wednesdays. 20 hours. Over 20 hours of my life. Just for you. I'm just kidding. I'm saying that like I haven't been enjoying this. It's been a blast. It's been a blast revisiting one of the foundational pieces of media in my life. I hope you are enjoying it. And I'll see you next time. Have a great week.